Okay, so drawing neckline. I'm gonna go in and make a right angle here, 1/4 of an inch. And oh, actually, I'm gonna lower my neckline. Okay, so we are dropping this neckline here, 1/4 of an inch. So that's 2 blocks. And so I'm going to go in and redraw my neckline so that it goes and blends in to the original. So I'm going to erase that. Okay, we drew the shoulder in with a straight line from all point to all point. And I'm taking the hip curve and I'm going to true as far as I can. So where the line changes, I'm going to pick up my curve and just try to get the best curve here so I can see. The best curve. This is going to go this way. And I'm going to just slide my ruler to meet it. And I'm just going to draw my curve line up to the hip so that then everything below the hip will just be straight even though my form was curved. So I'm going to line this up at my hip line and just go down straight. And now I can go in and draw my hip line. And I'm going to go in and draw my waistline here. Okay, so that's my center front piece. It's labeled. I'm going to go ahead and put, because that won't change, put my fold bracket here. Okay, so now I can move to my next panel piece. Okay, so side front panel. I'm going to go ahead and put my grain line in. And just remember, we're always drafting our patterns on the pattern paper in the direction that we read. Okay, so make sure it's not upside down. And I'm actually, for this one, going to pin on my grain line. Let me come down a little bit. I'm just going to slide that down because this is going to go a little longer. Okay, so here. Okay, and I can't really pin that down yet, so I'm going to just work on the bottom right now. Oh, wait. Okay, so running out of push pins here, so I'm using actual pins. So I'm going to go in and all my major points here. A little bit too much force. Here, here, here. Okay, so these are those 3 notches. So apex, then 2 inches above and below. This I had a correction, so this should be my correct line here. I get all here and here. So then I'm going in to trace both sides of my curved line. And I'm also going to go in and just trace my armhole. My shoulder should be straight, so I'll true that with a ruler. And I want to trace through my hip line, even though I know that's not straight, and my waistline. No, that's not straight either because our waistline curves down. Okay, so I just want to check and make sure I have everything marked. My grain line is on there. Sometimes I do like to just trace so I can actually see it through the little notch point. So when you walk it, it's easier to see. Okay, so go ahead and take these pins out. Label it side front. And I'm going to true it. So there's my grain line in the middle of the panel. And can go in and true it. Okay, so that's my hip. And I know that's my waist. I'm going to just put a little something, something there. And I can do my, dropping my armhole here. I'm going to come down 1/2 inch. And then go in and use my French curve or my armhole curve just to redraw that, to open that up. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and do my side seam here. So I match up notch point and slide until it meets up with my waist. Flip my ruler this way. Slide it till I get the best curve, going from notch point to notch point. Okay, and then below the hip line is going to be straight. So you can use your L square, or you can line your ruler up on the hip line and just come down straight at a right angle. Same thing here. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do is maybe 4 inches below. What is this? Maybe let's do 6 inches below for my skirt. And that's where I'll put my hem. keep truing. Going from notch point to notch point. Okay. Okay, this got a little warped, probably because of the form. Straighten this out a little bit and draw until my line moves away from the point, and then this is very curved. Okay, and then I just want to make sure I go in and mark those notches. That should also be marked on the center front. And I did not do that, so I'm going to go in and mark those. So when I walk it, I can make sure that they are marked. Cannot see my all. Alright. Just double check it. And just remember those should be 2 inches apart. That looks good. Looking good, okay. Okay, so that's my side front panel. And then next I'm going to work on center back and side back panels.